big shout out, big shout out, big shout out, big shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game, A-Side official. No negotiations needed. No negotiations needed. Period. Hopefully everyone's Tuesday is rocking, popping. Can't be touched, can't be stopping. And celebratory fiesta of Crawford defeating Canelo Alvarez. The crowd goes wild. Just take a moment. Fast in the sunlight. Take a moment now. Shake it out. Woo! Get my Ric Flair in with a dash of Blair Cobbs. Stretch. Hopefully everyone is doing great. And the reason why I hope that's the case, because at this point in time, we already have heard the reports and have seen the media clips go over and over again of the tactician, the man who is the student of the game, the man who has elevated, graduated, and devastated. He went from student to professor to boxing royalty. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you of who's in our presence when he walks in the room. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Sir Crawford has arrived. Look, it's no way, no how that any one of you cats is getting mad is gonna stop it. Roy said it best, can't be stopped, can't be touched. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is what dreams are made of. When people up here talking about, don't be getting all frustrated. And you know, it's only Tuesday, yo. It's only Tuesday. Let us enjoy this fiesta. Let us enjoy the fiesta, yo. Crawford gave that man a beating. Look, in reality, I ain't gonna hold you. Crawford damn near gave Canelo Alvarez the exact same lesson he gave Errol Spence. It's just Canelo has better defense than Errol Spence. Errol Spence wanted to stay right there in the pocket for too goddamn long, and Crawford selected not to stay in the pocket with Canelo too long because he was a much different fighter. We're not comparing Errol Spence to Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo has high ring IQ, but Crawford's ring IQ is higher. We've seen it. All the little small shit. What the hell you and Bo Mac was in there doing? Huh? Come on, man. Bernie the boxer? What were y'all in the lab doing? Has anybody been in there? Do they have some clones hanging from the ceiling and shit with that goddamn blue liquid, that neon liquid? I mean, that green neon liquid. You got human bodies up there frozen like this that look like Crawford. What are they mass producing in that goddamn B&B lab, dog? Stickum boys, what's good? Somebody, can y'all give me some evidence? Bring back some intel, yo. What is B&B producing? Do they have some goddamn some humans looking like Crawfords hanging from the, you know, all hooked up in these containers in this type of liquid where they're cloning? Did we see, was that the actual Crawford that was at 147, 140, 130? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Esau, Red Spike, I think all them guys, they was up to something, man. For real. Let's just put Victor Conte in there. You know, Conte knows all about the chemicals and shit. What were they injecting into the tubes of these goddamn clone-like human beings that allegedly was seen in the B&B, the laboratory? And that's what I want to know. Because there's no way that real one, the human, that couldn't have been a human in there doing what he was doing to Canelo. That couldn't have been. Did y'all see that? How he underhooked Canelo under Canelo's left arm. You know, he said he wasn't gonna play that pick me up and shit. Like you haven't seen the videos type shit. You see how Crawford turned Canelo? He got him in that right underhook. Turned his ass up against the ropes. It wasn't even close, man. It wasn't even close. It's just too many highlightable moments for anybody that's a boxing fan not to go back and watch that fight. Now that right there, like they used to tell about that this right here, now that's the shit that you want to go back and rewind and say to yourself, God damn, that was a beautiful boxing match. That was a master class of the science. I can't add sweet in there. It was beyond sweet, y'all. Don Vaughn on deck, what it do, man? That performance was beyond sweet. It was beyond sweet, man. The way that shit played out in front of all of those in attendance at the Legion Stadium. They say it was like 70,000. That was a way better, in my opinion, performance value than looking at aerospace. This right here had the ground that you was looking for. 50-50 equity. The appraising value lived up to the fight. Yes, the appraising value lived up to the fight, yo. Everything was great. Saying that shit was on freaking point. I can't say enough about what Crawford couldn't do heading into this fight. You know, I'm talking about verbally, of course. They said he couldn't do so much. I think when Crawford said this is for the nobodies have been chanting Crawford's name for the wrong reason, y'all. There was just so much negativity they had in devaluing this man's mindset as a human being, period, as an athlete. His mindset is different than most. They criticize this man who has never popped dirty. And I forgot who it was, but they saying, I said, why is the Canelo fans acting weaker than the Spence fans? What? Where are they? Are they afraid to comment? I'm saying Crawford would have the naysayers and critics getting personal, talking, you know, making up shit for a fighter who never popped dirty, never had any type of asterisk type talk to his name. You know what I'm saying? He never, when you speak of Sir Crawford, he never ever, any fight on his career where they say he should rematch. This is not Jose Castillo. This is not one of those, hey man, you know, rematch. This is not Chino Maidana. Do you know that let me give you a trivia question. How many fights on Crawford's resume do you believe he should have rematched? And then the ones that was supposedly at the top of the ladder of notoriety, I mean, this guy has a special resume from a special athlete. no rematches. I mean, he beats these fighters up so much, so bad, so dirty, that people really not even talking about a rematch with Canelo. What's going to be different? Canelo's not going to get any better. Eddie Reynoso's been riding the wave too long, and that shit, goddamn, the tide went out, and Eddie Reynoso and Canelo was left on the goddamn shore, beached, flopping around. Shit, he hit me with a straight left like that? Wait a minute. Come on, man. Reynoso supposed to have been, the OG, but the real OG was Bomac. Bomac up there in the lab and shit got motherfucking, whole human shells encapsulated. I heard it's like 13 freaking Crawfords clones hanging up there, submerged in neon green liquid. And the Crawford that fought Canelo may not have been the real Crawford. They say his hair was cut different. They say the real Crawford wouldn't have gave Canelo back his belts. I'm just telling you what they said now. I'm just telling you what I heard. Seriously. I do want to break something down for you. What was classic. One of the coldest walkouts in boxing was Crawford walking out Mexican Independence Day. A lot of people didn't get it because you wasn't born back then. A lot of you, your mom and dad really haven't seen each other. I don't know if they was messing with each other like that. They might have been going through mature phase, but your mom and daddy may not linked up. Maybe I'm just saying, they haven't linked up yet. I don't know if they was on back page, front page, yellow page. I don't know if they linked up. But the ones who was back there, remember, Antonio Banderas. Crawford's walkout was the coldest ever in boxing. You had to understand what he was holding to preface it to him going in there fighting Canelo. God damn. A lot of people thought he was just holding a guitar case. If you look at the movie, you got to do your homework. You look at the movie with Antonio Banderas, you will see Antonio use that guitar case for a weapon. That was a badass weapon. Who thought of this? Was it you, Steven Nelson? You, Bomac? You, Respite? You, Esau? You, Bernie? I mean, who? Who thought of that? Julie? Who? Somebody need to go over there and investigate those brilliant minds. I'm telling you, man. That walkout, people didn't get it. They just thought he was carrying out a guitar to represent Mexican independence. No. You got to reference it back to the movie and what it was used for. The coldest walkout ever. And people, it went cold smack over their head. Cold smack over. Crawford did what it was, and goddamn it, he went in there and blazed Canelo. He went in there and blazed. Do the wop. Do the wop. Yo. Man, this is gonna be forever and a day, shawty. But get back to what I was saying. We can talk about the haters all day long, but the haters are nowhere to be seen. They're UA. Knockout. I'm not gonna call you knockdown no more. I'm gonna phase that out. But I seen a live over there where even Knockout, a legitimate bona fide Crawford hater, he was talking about how Usyk, we're not even 96 hours removed from the fight, and he said how he puts Usyk in front of Bud. It's no way you can put Usyk in front of Bud anymore. You can't put him in front of Bud. Sir Bud. No, let me say that. Sir Crawford. You can't put him in front of that. Look, I know y'all want to put, you know, the European fighter in front of Crawford because that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? You always want Crawford to be second, third, fourth. You know what I'm saying? You want to put him behind Inoue. Inoue can't touch Crawford right now. Who? Inoue? Nani desu ka? Nani desu ka? No. Ohayo gozaimasu. No. Inoue cannot touch Crawford. Alexander Usyk, though he's one of the greatest, I like Usyk, man. He can't touch Crawford. He did well at cruiserweight, but just because Usyk came over here and beat Joshua, who already had losses, right? Check this out. He already had losses, right? He beat him twice. But how are we going to overlook him facing Tyson Fury, a guy who's previously suspended for drugs, came back and won the WBC title. Now, Usyk is a close second. No doubt about it. Usyk is a close second. He did beat Tyson Fury. He destroyed Daniel Dubois twice, but Daniel Dubois was never on the level of being a pound for pound fighter. Don't say a heavyweight can't be on the pound for pound list, and they did after Tyson Fury defeated Deontay Wilder in this era. So don't say they can't be on. We didn't see Anthony Joshua, and we didn't see Daniel Dubois. You know what I'm saying? They were still trying to get themselves established. I give him credit for Tyson Fury because he did beat Deontay Wilder and handed his first loss back in February 2020. Right? I give him that. I would give him that. But when it comes down to what Bud has accomplished, how he's accomplished it, you have to look at the how. You have to look at how he did it. Defeating pound for pound fighters. For you knockout to say that Usyk has a better resume, get off that resume shit. The resume, Crawford's resume is never going to add up to y'all because he has a 0 to the right side posted just like he's chilling on the block, drinking a 40 and smoking on one. For real. Look, Crawford's resume is never going to add up to the tongue-in-cheek of the haters like him. They don't even want to talk about the fight and how masterful of a performance it was. Crawford showed us the plan B, the plan C, the plan D. He showed us that he had more in the cachet. And boy, did he show us. God damn, did he show us. And first thing, and now they want to talk about, oh, I still put Usyk in front of him. How? Crawford beat 2 pound for pound fighters in his last 3 fights. In the last 2.5 years, Crawford has dismantled 2 pound for pound fighters that was in the top 5. It don't matter Canelo, whoever you look, that was below top. Canelo was a top 5 pound for pound fighter, and we cannot denounce that. We can't, yo. We can't denounce that. We cannot downplay it like it don't exist. No, bro. That shit's real. What Crawford was able to do and how he did it. And you know how we talk about Crawford doesn't have any SDs on his record? Split decisions, majority decisions. You know what I'm saying? come on, man. This is a man, this is a fighter, unlike any other, that went into a pretty much a wormhole, right? A black hole. He went into a storm where people were saying that if it goes to the scorecards, they was going to rob him. But the magical part, the greatness, and I always talk about how Crawford tested positive for greatness, is that when it's time for him to take it to another level, he can do it. This man went to the scorecards, yo, with a fighter who is blessed so much to be the face of boxing that they're willing to donate rounds to Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Just like a GoFundMe. They was donating rounds to Canelo when clearly they was Crawford rounds. Now you want to talk about being charitable. Woo! Shout out to you, Steve Weisfeld. For real. Wasn't Moretti on there too? Boy, they some donating, giving, charity. I wonder, can y'all write those off on your taxes? Those goddamn rounds that you gave Canelo, and you know damn well that wasn't his rounds. Can y'all write those off on your taxes? I'm just being honest. I'm just being sincere, genuine. The way y'all was coming, donating rounds all the time. Crawford went in there knowing that he had to go to if he was going to the scorecards, it had to be concise. And he still went to the scorecards and got the victory. That's a bad man right there. Seriously, that's a bad man. He went to the scorecards, y'all. Crawford went to the scorecards with a fighter who has the favor of judges, especially in Vegas, to give him rounds that he didn't earn. To give this man rounds that he didn't earn. And Crawford still came out on top. Shit, I had to fight 12-0. I had a clean sweep. I don't know what y'all was looking at. I had on my focus too. And then they wasn't even really the ones that has the real, the deep prescription. So I took them off. I put the ones on with the goddamn bino prescription. And I zoomed in on that motherfucker. And I was watching the fight like that. Almost like it was, I'm looking through a damn a microscope. You know what I'm saying? Looking at organisms. And I still saw Crawford winning 12-0. I put it up under the lens. I had my lab coat on. I'm looking at shit, zooming in, taking notes. Whooped his ass in that round. Oh man, incredible counter shots in that round. I got to give him an extra 0.3 points for that. Oh, the look on Canelo's face when he get them counters. Yeah, got to give him an extra round for that. Give him Crawford 10-8 for that. I felt that I was being neutral. You know what I'm saying? I did give Crawford some 10-8 rounds, for accuracy. Seriously. The way Canelo turned back and looked at Crawford, almost like Canelo almost called Crawford the N-word. The way he looked back, how dare you? I could have sworn his lips. Canelo almost called Crawford the N-word when he lined him up with that left. Ching-ching! Canelo did like this. You mother... Y'all didn't catch it, man. I caught that shit, man. I caught that shit. I'm the only one who caught it. Canelo almost called Crawford the N-word, man. I'm telling you. Crawford was goddamn touching Canelo. He was getting frustrated. I know when Canelo had goddamn, fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm telling the truth, man. I know Canelo was calling Crawford, you know what I'm saying, all sorts of name under his breath. For real. Don't be mad at me, man. I seen his lips move. Now, I'm just saying. It seemed like he got the N-I-G-G. Now, I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't know if it was an A after that or ER, but Canelo, he was frustrated. Crawford was very punctual with those punching appointments. And God damn it, It doesn't get any better than that. The accuracy, the target precedence. Oh my God, the adjustments. Timing beats power. Oh, woo! Timing beats power. Look, look, look. Was Crawford not on a slingshot? Forget the ring he had on. Because look, if he would have had that ring on while he was hitting Canelo, Canelo would still be in hospice care right now. I'm glad that Crawford didn't have that ring. One ring on each hand when he was beating up Canelo. Because you saw the bruises on Canelo's face? That's just from straight gloving. Crawford was gloving his ass up. Don't use my term now. Don't use my term. Crawford was gloving his ass up. For real. He was gloving him. Every time you turn around, it's a highlight. It's a highlight, y'all. Every time you turn around, it's another highlight of Crawford doing something that they haven't seen him do. Nobody's taking Crawford to that level where... Hey, I come back. I gotta get this phone call, y'all. Hold on for a second. Yeah, man. I'll get back with y'all, man. I'm about to go ahead and go live anyway.